Hey everyone, it's Caitlin, and I'm doing my first video post. I was inspired to do this post because my friends over at sugarchallenge.blogspot.com seem to have a little bit of an issue with their equipment when they're doing their videos. They have a lot of great things to offer, and if I can offer my camera, then I can help them with their future posts, so you can really get a better idea of what exactly they're trying to teach over there or show to you or what have you. So I've got a tripod set up here with my camera, and it's in the video mode for the first time ever, and if it works out well, I can help them with their future videos, and that'd be really great. So I'm joining in on the challenge with my friend Ashley, and she saw the blog and was really adamant that we try and very persistent. I was totally cool with just sitting back and watching Jeff and Matt write about their struggles without sugar, but she wanted to join in, and I couldn't let her do it without me. So today we went to the grocery store. We went to Whole Foods and met Matthew there, and he helped us get prepared for this. So at first it was really disheartening because you're expecting that 30 days without sugar, you're expecting that you're not going to get to have cookies, you're not going to get to have cake, probably not going to get to have muffins or chocolate, but what you don't expect is how many other things have sugar. Like, there is so much sugar in so many different places that you would never expect sugar to be. There's sugar in ketchup, there's sugar in salad dressing, in your tomato sauce for your pasta, there's in your mayonnaise, there's sugar in soup, in carrots. There were so many things that had processed sugar in them that it just limited us so much. So at first we were like really discouraged, like, oh man, like, what are we gonna eat? Our favorite things, like our cereal, like our favorite things we can't eat. So being healthy eaters, it was really surprising that there were still that many things in our diet that had sugar in them. So we were, kind of moping about it a little bit at first, and then really quickly it was sort of a change in that, because we started realizing that there were all these other foods we could try. So it really was getting us, sort of pushing us into a different direction, and giving us the opportunity to explore other areas of the health and nutrition world. What else can I put in my diet? What else is out there? So that was sort of the question that we were finding the answer to as we were out there, searching the aisles, pushing our carts around. Ashley was running and jumping and pushing it around like a preschooler. So it was a lot of fun. So I got some quinoa. I used to eat quinoa a lot. I got a lot of different foods that I haven't had in a long time, just because I got stuck in this, as Ashley put it, a food rut. You sort of get used to eating the same foods all the time, and then you just keep going back to them because they're just stable for you. They're sort of your, go-to all the time. If it's easier, it's just easy and consistent, and you like it, so you go to it all the time. It's like your bread and butter, so to speak. So I don't really eat bread and butter, but your peanut butter and jelly, just that go-to foods, and you just sort of get stuck with them and don't really explore any other options. So we're really looking forward to trying more. One of the things I think I'm going to have a personal struggle with is a financial one. Not necessarily financial, but just not wasting the food I buy, like making sure I get the most bang for my buck, because we ended up spending a lot of time in the produce aisle, since that's all the natural, it's the whole food. You buy an apple, that the only ingredient is the apple, so it's very simple to know that there's no sugar in that. So we spent a lot of time in those aisles, and I started to have to think about what foods I could get that weren't going to go bad next week, or weren't going to go bad in 3 days. So I think it's going to bring a lot more awareness to my eating, and a lot more awareness into what I'm cooking, and sort of force me to plan ahead more than I do now. So I'm not just going to buy something for the sake of buying it since it has no sugar. I'm going to buy it and think ahead, like, what am I going to use this for? What else could I use this for? How many different ways can I use this? So it'll not only force me to think before I buy something, but also to sort of explore different recipes with maybe the same ingredient instead of just doing the same thing over and over again, something I feel comfortable with. So that'll be fun and challenging, but it's sort of a challenge within a challenge to have to think about how fast the foods will go bad and how to not be wasteful. So, worst comes to worst, I can always bring it over to my family's house. My parents have 8 kids. There's 4 girls and 4 boys. They don't all live there now, but I'm sure they can find a use for it. So, at the worst case scenario, I'll have someone to share it with if I do have too many leftovers. So, that's my other challenge. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what kinds of effects the sugar has on my body. So I'm not a coffee drinker. I think I tried 1 cup when I was like in the 8th grade because it was like the cool thing to do is drink coffee, and I didn't like it at all, so I switched to hot chocolate and just carried around the coffee mug. So I don't drink coffee, but I did always drink hot chocolate. I do always eat chocolate and always crave it, and not the kind of chocolate that they've got up on their blog now that doesn't have any sugar, the kind with sugar, like the chocolate that most people eat. And so I'm wondering if I get my energy from chocolate or if I just have a lot of energy like Jeff. Like, how can you have too much energy? I don't know. We're going to find out if I have too much or if it's just the sugar talking. So hopefully I won't be dragging at work, but if I am, maybe Ashley will be dragging next door, because we both teach right next door to each other, so we're really truly in this together. Another thing I'm interested to see, when I was at Whole Foods, I bought us a carrot cake, and the first ingredient was sugar, and I just thought this is sort of like our last dessert together since I won't see her tomorrow. And we each had half, and I like instantly got a headache. Now I know that processed foods and processed sugar gives me headaches, so I've cut a lot of it out of my diet already, but I didn't realize how far I still have to go. So I'm really interested to see how much better my headaches are, and like maybe they won't be here at all. So I'm really interested to see what kind of effect it has on me that way. But it's definitely going to be hard, and it's going to be fun too. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but Ashley and I are doing a full 30 days, so even though we're starting after Jeff and Matt, we're going to continue on our own, just so that we're really true to the 30-day challenge and not sort of cheating by starting late. So if you have any questions about the challenge, I encourage you to go to http://sugarchallenge.blogspot.com. Matt and Jeff are the real experts on this over there. They're both very educated in health, and they'll be able to answer any questions for you. And feel free to join in and comment and follow along. It's going to be a blast. So thanks for watching. Bye.